Hello. So I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading today. Ooh, my face is greasy or whatever. Moisturized. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading. You have the option of 1, 2, or 3. And we're just going to get into it. So let's move these bad boys aside. I'm using the Goddess Oracle deck here. So let's get into it. So card number 1 at 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So let's get into it. Card number 1. You have the Lady of the Beasts. I get the feeling that you're going through a lot of cycles when it comes to your relationships right now. Friendships, whether they're romantic or platonic. It just feels like you're ready to not put all of your eggs in one basket, basically. It seems though you're more interested in cultivating genuine relationships versus multiple. So it could be like this feels kind of bisexual. Maybe you're open more to your sexuality more than you ever have. Another thing is that you're coming to terms with the fact that some things have to come to an end when it comes to relationships. Especially, I think this has a lot to do with you not saying too much and just allowing things to kind of filter themselves out. I think without you being this very direct person, without you being someone who kind of just calls it like it is, says whatever they want, I think you're holding on to your feelings. You're holding on to these. It's like you have the ability to cuss somebody out and you're not. You have the ability to basically ruin somebody and you're not going to. I think especially with this Lady of the Beast, you've learned to kind of hold your tongue back. Hold your tongue back and not let that fire loose anymore. You've learned to kind of hold back because some people just want to see you react. A lot of people probably have been trying to get under your skin or just see that negative side of you, kind of call out somebody who you haven't been in a while, and you're just not even looking, you're not paying attention to it. You're not worried about the things that's going on right now. You have a lot going on in your life. You don't have time to focus on people who aren't doing any better than you, let alone teaching you. So what this Lady of the Beast is telling me is you're more focused on genuine connections. You're more worried about the people who offer you help, the people who give you assistance, the people who not only when you need help, but just know how to have fun and don't really judge you because you want to go out and do something. Or it feels like a lot of the friendships that you're starting to realize were ingenuous or shallow, you're throwing them kind of to the side, like, I'm not really doing this with you kind of energy. Let's see what else is going on here. So pile number 1 is mostly focused on, leaving behind relationships that just don't do it. I think you don't even have to say a word. The energy says it all. A lot of people probably look at you like you think you're all that, or you have everything under control, or it just feels as though you're not at a place right now to really judge yourself or other people around you, and it seems like the people who you have been around have not been the best of friends, or if this could also be you haven't been the best of friends, or it's a relationship that has taken its toll on you and it's just time to kind of go out and meet new people, have some fun. This could have been a very controlling relationship. There's a lot of Scorpio here, Scorpio and Aquarius for sure. So with this card of the 8 of Cups, this is you've left behind. You're looking at more options. This is you seeing another path, maybe considering moving somewhere, finding somewhere that's going to fulfill you when it comes to a community that you can put work in, a community. It feels like you're ready to kind of find those people who have the same work ethic as you, have the same motivations, are ready to get up and going, not like staying at home all day. It just feels like you're ready to go out and have some fun, and you're going to put the work in to do that. See, this card came kind of sideways, iffy kind of thing, so this basically feels like you're on the teeter-totter of emotions. So one day you feel really happy, one day you feel okay. You could probably be mourning an ex, you could be mourning a relationship, a friendship, just in general mourning, but this is something that is it's not holding you back, but it is something that you're going to have to feel through. You have to go through these feelings in order for you to kind of open yourself up to that motivation again. It hurts to leave people behind, but also sometimes things just happen. If you're looking for a job, if you're considering applying to a new job, there's a good chance that it will come. It might not come as fast as you expect it to, but don't end everything just yet. It feels like something is going to occur in your life where you're going to need a little bit of help from the people around you who are genuine. So make sure that the people you're asking for help are people you really trust. And if you have an intuitive belief about things going on in your life where it's not as it seems, or somebody is putting up a mask, they're going to show their face very soon. Very soon. It seems like you've been looking for support from the wrong people, and you're starting to recognize that, and it's making you quiet. It's making you silent. This Lady of the Beast is somebody who is, you could be non-monogamous. Also, you could be ready to kind of look into other types of relationships. This is an open relationship, possibly even just a strictly sexual one, or you're just ready to kind of put the work in to be by yourself for once. Or if this isn't by yourself, this is just somebody that is willing to put the work in to invest into your emotions. But this could also be you investing into your own emotions. So with that Knight of Pentacles on the bottom, this again is that opportunity that you're looking for. You could be looking for another job, looking for a home, looking for somewhere to be that's going to offer you a stable foundation. So let's clarify this with a couple of Shadowscape cards. Actually, I'm not going to use Shadowscapes today. I'm going to use the Thoth deck. Let's see what's going on here. Number 7 could be a number for you this month. 7's for sure. I'm hearing stay away from water. Or if you probably need to go around water. Let's just see here. A lot of you are leaving situations for sure. Situations, jobs, family, apartments, you're looking for a home. This could also be, yeah, you're done dealing with people who take advantage of you. You've been through a lot of cruelty. So with that cruelty card right there, if you can see it, that's the nine of Swords here. So what has happened as of recently is you're starting to recognize that a lot of the people that you have come to trust don't necessarily have your best interest at heart, which is why, again, you're staying silent. Oh man, a lot of things are coming to an end. You could be going through a lot of stuff right now, which is creating a lot of turmoil internally. But I think once you leave the situation, once you allow yourself to just recognize, I can't be here anymore. I can't deal with this. I have to separate myself. I have to let go. I'm done dealing with people who just don't offer anything, and they just know how to ask and ask and ask. Or this could also be you're just tired of asking. Pile number 1. There's a lot going on here. Yeah, you got the Queen of Swords again in reverse. Do not say more than you have to. This is not the time to argue. This is not the time for you to call somebody out on their bullshit. Tell them like it is. Don't. Trust me, you don't want to. Because this person is an envious person, and this envy that is within them is going to create, again, like, just blockages within you, or it's just going to create more tension than it needs to. You don't have to worry about this person right now, this situation. I think everything is going to show itself. You have to stay quiet and focus. Focus on your job, focus on making the money, focus on being able to pay your bills, focus on your health, focus on what you're eating, making sure that you're doing the things that you need to do. Now is also not the time to have sex, because you probably will have to deal with something that you don't want to, maybe an STD or just a pregnancy. This could also be a pregnancy, but I just think if there's a lot of frustration in your life right now, stay away from people who add to it. Stay away from people who give you doubt, okay? This might be a time to really just focus, tunnel vision. You can feel those feelings, but it might not be time to express them to the people that have hurt you. Again, if you are applying to jobs, please continue, because there will be a bite of an opportunity here with the Princess of Discs. There's something that you can look forward to. It's not going to be this grandiose, money making thing, but it's going to lead you down a path that will require you to work, will require you to put the effort in. It's going to teach you discipline. It's going to teach you money management. It's going to teach you time management. It's going to teach you basically how to be within yourself secure and not have to worry about a boss, not have to worry about a manager, not have to worry about somebody telling you what to do. You take care of it, because this is going to be your responsibility from now on. You can no longer rely on people. And I think that's what this ending has taught you. You can't trust certain people. There's only certain people that you can really vent to. There's only certain people that you can really, express your true feelings with. Bite your tongue. Pile number 1 needs to bite their tongue. I know you want to say a lot of things, but it is not going to help your situation. And it's not that you're not right. It's just that this person you have more to lose than this other person, the situation. This could be an argument at work. This could be a friendship that just didn't work out. This could be a relationship that wants to kind of poke at you, poke the bear kind of thing. Don't let it. Separate yourself. Ignore the messages. Ignore everything. Focus on what you need to do for yourself right now. So, pile number 1. This is definitely a very interesting. I wasn't expecting that, but I can't really. It's not my choice to say. I don't make it up anyway. So, pile number 2 let's do 12. Yeah, at 12 minutes. So pile number 2, with Rhiannon, you have doubt. There's a lot of fearful thoughts. There's a lot of just so much of everything that you can't decide. You feel like you don't even know where to start. You don't know how to start. You think that it has to look a certain way in order for you to go about a specific path in your life. It just feels like right now you need guidance. You need just somewhere to start. You need someone to tell you where to look, how to do it, kind of thing. And it's creating a lot of doubt within yourself whether or not you can handle this new beginning, or you can handle this you have motivation to do so much, but it's a matter of getting your foot in the water kind of thing, especially when it comes to moving. Maybe you're considering moving, maybe you're thinking about traveling. There's a huge sense of travel here, or there's just a lot of horses, and horses give me that Sagittarius energy, so you could be a Sagittarius. There's a lot of yellow in here also. Let's see what's going on. The 4 of Swords. Yeah, it seems like you have a lot of mental funk. Like you're in a cloud right now. And it's not that you don't know what you need to do. I think it's just not registering with your body. So it's kind of like, I just need to start somewhere. I just need to kind of get something going. You could be worrying about a new job. You could be thinking about starting a new job, but you're not really ready to kind of process that whole newness. And that's probably where this doubt is coming from, because you can't move. You don't have a way of leaving your environment, or there's just not it feels like you're stuck, but it's kind of like a good thing too, because it's going to give you the mental clarity. I feel like wherever you're at, you might have just met somebody, or you feel like you don't have the... See, with that Ace of Wands, it's this kind of feels like love here. It's like you met someone and you're content with the way things are going, but this person hasn't expressed themselves emotionally yet, or they haven't really come forward with things that they want to pursue with you. And if this is a romantic thing, you might be considering not taking someone's offer because of, or you just have to make a decision about whether or not you want to continue this with this person. And if this is not romantic at all, this feels like you have a choice between two job paths or two careers, or you have the ability to move in many directions, but you're not completely sure right now. Money could be also tight. You're thinking about ways to maneuver around a situation. That way you can kind of feel a little bit more like ease. I think money is a huge thing that's making you feel stuck. You want to be able to, yeah. It feels kind of like there's a lack of passion here, but mentally you're ready to manifest all of the things that you know you deserve. But it feels like your body again hasn't really caught up to this new spirituality, new process within yourself. So you kind of go back and forth between, praying and then doing your affirmations and then feeling kind of bad about it. Or this feels a lot like, I think I should start a new job, or maybe I shouldn't, kind of thing, but I don't really like being here. This could also be you thinking about moving somewhere completely new, and it doesn't make that much sense, but you feel called to, or you feel like there's something that's urging you to leave a certain area. You could also feel like the area that you're in is stifling you and creating kind of a blockage between you and your blessings. You feel like if you were to separate yourself or go somewhere new, you would be able to kind of cultivate more energy, more passion. You could also probably need some sex. I think you don't have that passion right now, but it does feel like a lot of you could use a little bang bang, choo-choo train, not choo-choo train, but you know what I mean. Jesus Christ. Jesus. But it just feels like something is coming towards you that you can feel it. And I think that you have to be somewhere in order for you to receive it. So if this is going to meetings, going on Clubhouse and talking to new people, this is networking, you kind of have to just start somewhere. And it doesn't have to be this big, gesture of, wow, I'm going to do this and it's going to create so much likes, and, I'm going to be able to get the money that I need or whatever. And that's probably why you're very doubtful, because your intentions, while are in the right place, it feels like if this especially were to be something that you're investing into, like a hobby, a business, or just an adventure or whatever it may be, I think you really have to go slow with it. And if you haven't made a decision about whether or not you want to start, it feels like you will eventually, or you're considering moving. And this move is what's going to kind of expand your horizons. Or if this is, again, two options between jobs, this feels like you're going to decide on one, and it's going to create more like it's going to create more stability within your mindset, so that your body can actually catch up, instead of kind of filling yourself with thoughts of, I don't know if I should, or I don't think I can do that right now, I don't have the money to, or these are limiting beliefs, these are limiting thoughts. So it's not to say that it isn't a reality, because sometimes you don't have enough, sometimes we don't, have all of our resources at once. But should you allow that to stop you, should you allow that to kind of put you in a position where you're stuck or you're frozen, that is kind of the blockage here, where that doubt, those thoughts are stopping you from moving forward. And once you kind of create that peace within yourself about just doing something small and not worrying about whether or not you get the likes that you're looking for, or the reviews, or people kind of being interactive, it's not going to stop you from continuing. It's not going to stop you from feeling bad about whatever it is that you want to do for yourself. It's not going to stop you from moving forward. You just have to make a decision to say, hey, you know what, I'm just going to continue and work. I'm going to put the effort in and not worry about whether or not it's working, because you're just doing it because you need to create content. You want to be able to help people, and whoever might receive it is definitely going to receive it. But you have to understand that you are in control of this situation. You have a lot more control than you're giving yourself credit for, and things are definitely going to move forward. So pile number 2, you got to erase those limiting beliefs, those limiting thoughts of whether or not things are going to pan out the way that you expect them to. If you stay consistent and you don't allow those thoughts to keep you frozen, then absolutely you will see results. And it's not going to be something that, oh, wow. Damn, it went all the way over there. What is this? Adjustment. Yeah, you're gonna have to make some adjustments. Maybe your spending habits, you kind of have to organize your spending habits, checks and balances, kind of focus more so on writing down things that you're doing for your business or whatever it might be that you're considering. Let's see what this is. This came like this though. Yeah, it just feels like a lot of what pile 2 is going through is mental fog. And it's not helping with the adjustment to this new beginning. It doesn't feel like a new beginning. Oh, it could be, really. Let's not. But it's like a new mentality that you're going to have to adjust into, which probably will require that you get out of your feelings, will require that you stop thinking of, like, I'm just going to do it when I feel like it kind of thing, or I want to do it now, or like you lose track of things, and it feels like you need focus, and focus is what's going to allow you to make a decision about where you want to go, what you want to do, who you want to involve in your life, and that is definitely what's going to help the situation. You have a lot of blues here, also a lot of 1s and 2s. 1s and 2s, honey, 1s and 2s, 12, 21 kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? So pile number 2, that is it for you. I hope you enjoyed this. So let's get into pile number 3. Pile number 3. Pile number 3 with Demeter. So feelings and emotions, Demeter. So pile number 3. A lot of you could be, I'm hearing Kundalini. You're awakening your Kundalini, or you're starting to feel a lot of pressure in your back. You're starting to feel a lot of pressure within your mind and your head. There's a lot of, like, having a lot of headaches. Or this could also be you understanding that your emotions are taking a toll on your health. You could be a water sign for sure. I just saw the King and Queen of Cups. It feels like a lot of you need to get back into nature or buy a couple plants to help ease you. You might need to kind of come back down to earth. You're in your head a lot, or it just feels like your emotions are taking a toll on whether or not you believe in something anymore. Let's see here. Pile number 3. That was easy. Oh, a lot of you are, oof, ciao. This is beautiful. Beautiful. So with this Empress cards, this is you coming into your grace. No shame, no fear, no anxiety. And if you do have anxiety, it's just, it comes and it goes kind of thing, and you're done judging yourself about the way that you feel. You're done feeling things that you just feel like it's not the time to be feeling sad because you have work to get done kind of thing. This could also be you being happy single, but this could also be you pregnant. This could be you ready to start a new beginning, an abundant life. This feels a lot like you're ready to take your power back, and you're not going to take any shit because of it. Whether you feel vulnerable, whether you feel empowered at the moment, whether you feel like I just don't want to do anything, you're going to own your emotions. And I think this is exactly why Demeter and the Empress are here for you. 333 is what I'm hearing. You could be seeing a lot of 3s. I think your confidence is what's attracting a lot of envy, and you can feel it. It's not necessarily something that is taking a toll on you right now, but I think there's a lot of frustration in your environment. This could also be within you. You're feeling very frustrated about either I want you to look at this. This is a whole group of people fighting. This is basically being defensive. This is somebody who is trying to protect themselves away from people. So there could be a whole group of people that you're turning your back on. And you turning your back on these group of people is making them feel kind of emotional, making them feel kind of like they want to pick a fight, or they want to, you know, trigger you, or they want to make you feel shameful, or they want to make you feel a certain way, but you've turned your back on that. And because you turned your back on that, with Demeter, she's basically telling you, let's see what this is. Yeah, these people aren't happy with the way that you're living your life, and it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you, and it just, you've come to a place of understanding that I'm not going to allow people who don't even, you know, amount to the effort that I put into myself. They're not doing the same things that you're doing, and it's frustrating them. Or you could be frustrated, but it doesn't feel that way because you're the Empress, and the people that you're dealing with are at a very defensive, egotistic kind of mindset, and you're done involving yourself with those things. I think your intuition has told you a lot about situations with people who don't know how to communicate very well, first and foremost, let alone kind of show you one face and then talk shit about you behind your back. Or it's just you're starting to trust your own feelings more than the people who are around you. Ooh. Yeah, I think pile number 3 is starting to learn how to be stingy with their time, their effort, learning how to be self-righteous in every single thing that they do. I think you're someone who could be pouring a lot into the community. You could be giving a lot to the community. There's a lot going on here. You could have dealt with someone who was very toxic, manipulative, and that's really what forced you and caused you to get to a point in your life where you decided to kind of celebrate other things versus this relationship, or pay more attention to a certain relationship, friendship, whatever it may be. This is similar to pile number 2, so if you need that one, I would definitely watch that one. So pile number 3, however, is more so... You're not worried about the future. You're not worried about your success right now. You're not really worried about anything that's going to give you feelings of maybe I can't. I think you're in a position right now where you're fighting people's frustrations of you off. This feels like you have been doing everything that you need to do, but it also feels like you haven't been feeling the support of certain people, and you're starting to recognize how these people are very... You could be in a trauma bond with certain friends. You could be in a trauma bond with certain family members. There's just a huge attachment to you. People have a huge attachment to you, and you're starting to question whether or not you've been dealing with snakes. So in this picture, you can see Demeter has that snake around her neck, which is actually protecting her. And she's basically using that fire to kind of... it's like you're trying to keep them away, if that makes sense. Like you're ready to kind of just find your own light. You're going down a very dark path where you have to be by yourself. You're turning your back on a lot of dark and envious people. You're turning your back on a lot of people who have been attached to you, and it's like a codependent and it's attachment versus it just feels like you're not accepting people into your life right now, and it's for a good reason. It's for absolutely good reason, because I think a lot of people have been taking your kindness for weakness, and you're starting to recognize that you have a lot to give. You have a lot to offer. You have a lot of information. You have a lot of knowledge. This is definitely an invitation to success, but you kind of have to keep it to yourself now because of these people who you've turned your back on. You kind of have to watch the things that you say. You have to be able to really use your self-awareness to... you should definitely watch number 2. Number 2 for sure. But this King of Swords in the reverse is telling me that you could have been in a relationship with someone who wasn't very expressive, or you could be someone who is no longer expressive, no longer available emotionally, you're no longer available for romantic relationships. And I think as far as your success goes, you're holding on to every coin. You see, like this man right here, this is basically you needing to save, and you know you need to save, and things are definitely starting to look up. It's just a matter of time before you can, you know, get to where you need to go, but you're not really judging yourself about the way things are going right now, which is absolutely great. It's just, I think when you get into it, intuitive feelings about certain people, when you get, you know, feelings about whether or not you should say something to someone or express everything that's going on into your life, this just feels like right now you're gonna have to kind of go through this alone. You're going through a path where you are the light, and everybody else's shadows are shadows. And it's like moths to flame, so they kind of want to attached to you, and you're not allowing it. And because you're not allowing it, it's creating resistance with the people in your past. It's creating resistance with them feeling like they have access to you. You know, a lot of people just no longer have access to you, and it's making them upset. It's making them upset. So let's get into this. I'm seeing a lot of fives. 3, 5, 3s and 5s mostly. Could be a life path 3 or a life path 5, or you've been seeing a lot of 5, 5, 5 or 3, 3, 3s. There's a lot of purples and greens. See, that Devil card, though, is really what I want to clarify, because I want to understand what this is going to kind of lead you into. I don't think you have anything to worry about except, yeah, again, people who are trying to, it's like crabs in a barrel. People who are trying to, you know, vent to you. People are trying to ask you for your advice, or it just feels like you don't have the space to do those things right now. And it's okay to deny it. It's okay to say, sorry, I don't have the time for that. Sorry, I can send you to somebody else who might be able to help you, or maybe I can reach you at a different time, but I'm not available for you. It just feels like, as of right now, you're going to have to be very direct with offering more than you should. Because, yeah, you have to be able to sustain a certain level of financial gain, and it just feels like the more you try to help, the more that you lose, or whatever it might be. I think as far as investing goes, right now is not the time to really share information about things that are working for you until it actually proves to be successful, or if somebody that you don't mind helping or whatever. But it just feels like you need to hold tight to your finances, and it just feels like you need to stay low and slow, because it feels like there's a lot of energies that are trying to attach to you from the past, and there's no more room for them. And yeah, it feels like God, spirit, source, whoever you believe in, has been protecting you and moving you away from people, and you don't know why, and you're questioning what's going on. And it's like, I just wanted to be friends, or I just wanted to, have a conversation. And these people had no intentions of helping you. They just wanted your energy. You could have been dealing with a lot of vampires. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Energy vampires, or dark empaths. It just feels like you've been moving very swiftly out of situations, and people are wondering, how the hell are you doing it? How are you doing that? Can you teach me? Can I have some information? Can you show me what to do? Can you tell me how to live my life, kind of thing? And then if it doesn't work for them, then they're coming back to you to tell you ruined everything, you did all of this. And in reality, it was just them not believing in themselves, and you giving them the opportunity to be virtuous, to be somebody who is, strong and independent and all of these things. But a lot of people aren't prepared to step in your shoes. So it just feels like you need to tone it down some, for sure. I just feel like now is not the time for you to be involved with anyone romantically. Now is not the time for you to really share more than you should, with especially with close friends that you feel intuitively, you know, it's just an associate kind of thing. Be honest about that with yourself. Be honest with yourself, because it feels like there have been situations where things have ended dramatically, or not even just dramatically, just abruptly. It was just like, holy shit, I didn't even expect that to happen. But you were being protected. You were being protected from a situation that did not have your best interest. And overall, I think these are the feelings now that you're understanding, where I think this here is motherly advice, and you're being taught here to kind of just drink from nurturing cups. It's okay to vent to people who, again, you trust, but making sure that if there's not a solid foundation of friendship there, if there's not a solid foundation of trust and love, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you need to let it go, if you need to release, if you want somebody to talk to, listen to music. Look, call and write somebody, or write it all out and then rip the paper up and throw it out, kind of thing. It just feels like you really have to hold tight to your blessings right now, because there's a lot of evil eye right now going around, and I think you can sense it, but it's not something that you're aware of, maybe spiritually or energetically. Maybe you're not completely there just yet when it comes to those things, but overall, you are there. Look, you are that bitch. You are it. And if you're a man, honey, that's all it is. You're everything that people want. People want to be like you. People want to, learn from you. People want to have the things that you have, but a lot of people also don't have the best intentions when they're asking you those questions, when they're telling you, maybe you should do this and this and that, or people just want to kind of bring you down by sharing their sad sob stories, when in reality, you don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. I'm sorry, right? Kind of thing, but it's just, holy cow, right? Holy cow. I didn't expect that certain people wouldn't be happy for me. I didn't expect that certain people would feel like they had to, jab me or say certain things or be angry at me, when in reality they're upset at themselves, kind of thing. So again, pile number 2, you should watch. Pile number 3, you should definitely watch pile number 2. But thank you for watching this reading. I'm going to have to end it soon because I'm about to go get some food. If you have any questions, if you would like a personal reading, please visit lolahoneyaroma.com. Thank you.